Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away and I'm back. And today I thought I'd take it easy. I'll let you know everything I've been up to in a second. But I am going to be doing the next stages of the Fanhome release of Build E.T. the Extraterrestrial. I'm going to be doing stages 15 to 20. What an absolutely full-on week it's been. Obviously, I've been to Louisville from last Thursday in Kentucky, and I was out there till the Monday. We flew back the Monday, landed in the UK Tuesday, and on the Wednesday, I went to Barcelona to meet the Fanhome team, which was absolutely amazing to see their new Marvel movie replica things. And I've got a video going to be following for that. As a matter of fact, this is the sort of thing that you are going to see. So stay tuned to that video. I'll try and get that up in the next couple of days. We do have some extra bits from this ET build today, namely the binders. Now, I don't know if we're meant to get two in this pack, but I got two. They look just like this, and basically they open up. Actually, let me show you how they open up. They look basically like this, and we have got some volume numbers, which we can put onto the side of these. And it's just a case of a little bit of origami to put these together. So we put flap 1 down first. I'm doing this in number order. Then flap 2, then flap 3, and then finally we'll be tucking flap 4 underneath all of these together. So just push it all the way in like that. And there you go. That's what that looks. I suppose you can put the volume number on this bit here or here. It's entirely up to you. But I do have two of these. So that's going to keep your magazine safe for this build. Because not only are you getting the build magazine, obviously you're getting a lot of documentary information in those magazines as well. It's a valuable compendium in itself. Now, if you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. And there's also a QR code on the screen. Feels like an age since I said this. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Look, I've just got to comment that I've got a brand new cutting mat as well since I've come back. So everything's new in here. But this is stage 15. This is where it's going to start. So here's the magazine. And as you can see, we're now going to be doing the lower structure of the head. We've got one piece here to put in. So we're going to be continuing what we were doing in the last pack. And this is the rest of the magazine. Excellent. And just to remind you, this is what E.T. was looking like. As a matter of fact, E.T. is not meant to have this faceplate on yet. So we are just working on this area here. Looks so naked now, doesn't he? So here you go, stage 15. This is going to be the lower structure of the head. We got one big old screw in this pack. And it's going to be similar to what we created on this side. So we're going to be working on this side here. And basically we've got some tabs just on this side here, and they're just going to go into the slots. Probably best on the top camera here, into there and there. Push them all the way in. That's going to line up the back here, and then this is where we're going to be putting the screw just down here. Now I'm sort of pushing this with my fingers and thumb together just so I can line up this piece, and that's got in perfectly like that. Now, it may look like it's loose at the back. Don't worry about that. It's the same on this side at the moment. That's going to be rectified soon. But that's all there is to do in that stage. Swiftly on to stage 16 here. Here's the magazine. Looking like this, and we're now going to be doing the lower body structure now. We've got a metal plate and this section together, which we're going to be putting in. Certainly growing quick after just 15, 16 stages. We've almost done the head and now we're working on the body. And it is quite a big metal plate that we do have in here. Let's get this open, as you can see. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is putting this metal plate, doesn't matter which way round it goes, into the 3 holes that we got here. So we're just lining this up on this side like that. It's going to be held in with 3 of these massive black screws. And I am using a PH1 screwdriver to get these in. I'll tell you what, I forgot how many fumes come off these new cutting mats. It's quite potent. Here's the second one going in here. And finally, here's the third one. Now I'm guessing because this is metal, it's going to have a lot of tension on it, so make sure they're tight, but that's all there is to do in that stage. In stage 17, here's the magazine. And again, we're going to be doing some more of the lower body structure, looking like this, some more metal brackets here. We are going to link these together. So by the end now, it's looking like that. This is teasing me. This is teasing me to what it's going to look like at the end. Here's the rest of the magazine. Once again, big old pieces these are. Now these screws are slightly different. We've got these ones here, which are PTP screws. And we've got these ones here, which are PTPB screws. Let's not confuse them. So bringing over what we created, bit like a jigsaw puzzle here. This side is just going to go into this side like this. Just push that into place. Then what that's going to do, it's going to line up these three holes on this side. And we're going to be putting the PTP screws in, which are the ones we've already got 3 in the bag. I do think most of this build I've done with a PH1 screwdriver. You just get a hell of a lot more torque on it than one of the smaller PH0s. But 3 screws are going in here. Let's get these in. There you go. That plate is solid now. So each side is now flush to it. Now the metal plates that we've got left now, looking like this, are just going to be going on each side here. So I'm going to have one going this side and one going this side. And this is what this whole bag of screws here is for. Because each plate is going to take 4 screws. So I'm going to get all of these in place. Probably best on the top camera to see how there is sort of like a gap between this plastic wall and the metal wall there. Just do exactly the same on the other side. And with that completed, that's all there is to do in that stage. So we're getting 6 parts each time at the moment, so there is still plenty to do. This is the next stage here, and we've got the structure of the legs now. We're starting the legs, going to be putting these 2 pieces together. So now that's looking like that. And again, here's some of the production notes. So bits of the body and now bits of the legs. Again, 2 kinds of screws. So we've got the PM screws. They're the metal screws, I'm guessing, which are the threads are close together. And then where the threads are spaced apart, they're your plastic screws. That's your PTPs. So all we're going to do is take these 2 sections. It's quite easy to see how they're going to go. They're going to go together just like that. And we're going to be putting 2 of the plastic screws in this side. And then turn it over. 2 more holes for more of these screws on this side. Now looking at this, this is very symmetrical. I can't see a difference on any side at all. So I don't think it matters which way round it goes. Very symmetrical. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be attaching this leg. All we're going to do is make sure that they are the same way each way. So what we're going to do is take this top section here. That's going to be going in there just like that. And it's held in from the top here with some PM screws. So I've got that here. I'm just going to put 1 in for a second. Because what I want to show you here is that if we've got this hole and this slot pointing that way, when we put the next leg in, I want to make sure that's the same way as that. Now there are 4 of these metal screws to put in. So I'll get all of these in. And there we go. We've started the first leg in place like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 19, I'm guessing we're probably going to do the other leg, are we? We are doing the other leg. So we're going to be piecing that together just like last time and attaching this to that base. And this is the rest of the magazine. So just a little repeat of what we just done. This is going to go over here. Then we're going to be using the plastic screws I've got to put 2 screws through this side. Turn it over and put 2 screws through this side. And then this time, when I attach these metal screws to the base, I just want to make sure that these holes, as I said, are the same way round on both sides. So this one, if you look on the top camera there, is going to follow this one here. So that's going to go in that way. Should be able to hold up like that now. And just put 4 metal screws just through the top here. And this is the last screw going in here, which is not only going to complete the stage, but it's completing sort of like the abdomen and the leg section, just like that. So in the last stage of the pack, this is stage 20. 20 stages. Can you believe we've done the head and now we're working on the body? That's crazy. We've got some electrics. Look, we've got a control board here. We've got an electric wire. By the look of it, I'm actually taking one of these. I'm actually taking the frame off the top here. Does it look like? I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm placing the control board in. I'm plugging in the leads to this control board by the look of it. This is going to be a bit fiddly, just like this. And then I'm going to be putting the head back on like that. And this is the rest of the magazine. Okay, let's do this last stage. So to tackle this, let's open this up, just take out the parts that we've got here. So we've got, wow, look at this. It looks like a circuit board here. Is this a light? I don't know what this is. It's interesting. High temperature. Then we've got the control board and we've got some leads. Oh, it's a contactless sensor. This is. Wow. Okay. I don't want to break this one then. This very delicate, that piece. So this is the upper head structure here. We're going to need to take out the screws here. So we've got 3 screws each side to take out. So that's the top part of the skull, if you like, off. Now we've got some PTP screws in this. I need to open them now because I'm going to be putting the circuit board into place. And the circuit board's just going to be going into the 2 holes at the back there. So this is going to go over those sections like that, held in with those screws. That's the last screw going in, and that is the control board in place. Now this black and red lead from the back here, this is the I servo motor. I want to just put that through here. It's going to go over the top, and that's going to go into this top control panel here. So I'm just making sure it's lined up, and I can get that pushed in there. Now this middle one here is the mouth servo motor, which is coming from here, and once again, same way, over the top. This is going to be going into the one just next to it here. So again, if you look on the top camera, we've got these 2 in now. Now the switch for the eyes, which is this really thin black wire here, is going to be going into this bottom right one, like that. Perfect, that's in, which means one more left, which is this red and black wire here. This is the switch for the eyelids. That's just going in the last vacant socket here. So all of the electrics, if I show you on the top camera, are in place there. Okay, not too worried about the wire tidy yet. We can worry about that afterwards. But what I am going to do now is take this black, yellow and red lead and this sensor pad here. And I need to plug one end into the sensor pad. Now let me explain where this is going to go. This is going to go into this square area here. So I'm just going to put it in gently like that. But it is adhesive. So I do need to just take off this backing and gently put it in place so that the wire is in this groove here. Now have this going inside the whole skull frame here, because we're going to be plugging this into the vacant port that I've got here, like this. And then it's just a case of putting this frame together again without trapping any wires. Can't stress that enough. That looks okay. Then just put all these screws back in. What I do is I just put them in really loose to hold them into place, also to make sure I'm not pinching any wires. And when I'm happy with that, then I can make them nice and tight. Now with that completed, that's all there is to do in that stage, that's all there is to do in that pack. Now obviously this whole control panel is going to be controlled by this ribbon cable at the back, which we'll be putting in at a later stage. But that's looking pretty cool. Now when I store this, I do like to keep E.T.'s faceplate on here. So let me just put that back on. So he looks like that. Excellent. Not bad, huh? Not bad that we've suddenly got all the electrics connected into one control board. But that's his head so far, and we've worked on the abdomen and legs here as well. So if you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description, and there's also a QR code on the screen. Now I'm going to tell you all about my adventures next week, probably on the live stream. We're back to normal live streams next week. So for you Patreon and channel members, we've got a live stream on Wednesday, and then on Thursday we've got our usual chat live stream. But over the weekend I will tell you all about the Marvel Museum Collection, as it's called elsewhere, but in the UK and the US it's called the Marvel Replica Collection, which you're going to see soon. But I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.